Morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke, together with Rev Yutaka Yamada on this Saturday, the 6th of September 2025, or the 15th of July in the 13th year of Chongalguk. So thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, Chanji Champuninge Kyongwe. Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
가존만세 8. 천일국 주인, 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대 신앙, 절대 사랑, 절대 복종으로 신의 일제 이상을 이루어 지산 천국과 천산 천국의 해방권과 속방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 8. Our family, the owner of Chongalguk, pledges having entered the era of Chongalguk to achieve the ideal of God and human beings united in love through absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and to perfect the realm of liberation and complete freedom in the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven by centering on true love. Thank you. I'd like to share Father's prayer that he gave on the 20th of May 1984, called The Day of the Love of God. Loving Heavenly Parent, today is 20th May 1984, but actually it is to be considered one with 16 May, when at 12:54 a.m. I declared the Day of the Love of God. Through the unity on the family level expressed then at East Garden, today can be connected with that day of historical declaration. Heavenly Parent, please come and dwell amongst us now. Because of the unity between true parents on earth and Heavenly Parent, Hunjin and Jesus in the spirit world, all 120 nations in the spirit world and all 120 nations on earth now have the right to resurrection. Due to satanic love, we lost the sovereignty of God. But now at this historical peak of Tangam, centering on the love of true parents and the love of God, we restore this lost historical heritage and are able to declare the day of the love of God. O Heavenly Parent, O Earth, I proclaim that we stand united in the Xinjiang territory with one mind and one ideal. May Heavenly Parent, true parents, true children, and all blessed families be united, centered on the sovereignty of God's love. Let us form one heritage and march forward together. May this day be one of great dignity. Please accept this declaration in which I proclaim the day of the love of God in the name of Heavenly Parent and true parents, Arju, Arju, Arju. Thank you, and let's give a warm welcome to Rev Yutaka as he shares this morning.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning Hondoke. Today's Saturday, so already end of the week. Each day is quickly passing and finishing. So how fast it is, and there are many kind of things. Let's continuously offer the Cheonseon and prayer and offer the victory to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. First of all, I would like to share some situation of true mother and Korea. Maybe some of you listen or saw some news or media or heard about the situation in Korea and also our true mother. You can see many also the person who oppose our movement putting the negative news or even some not correct information uploaded the several place. So we have to understand what is right things or correct things. So currently, the vice national leader of Korea is updating the whole situation to the official Family Federation website in Korea. So yesterday also I shared the old national leader or member about the translated things into English. So looks like our true mother's health situation is not so much good. Maybe that is true, but there is also different things from media or official announcement. That's why instead of just listening of the outside media or negative website or blog and to be shaken, we have to listen well or find out the information, official information well, and offer the prayer and chanson, and you have to overcome well. So that's why yesterday night we had also the special chanson prayer gathering. So this is new beginning, new era. How we can support and unite with the wish or will of our true mother. This is important. So I believe many of you attended yesterday for chanson or special prayer. So what kind of things can we do? What kind of things can we offer to heaven or heavenly parent and true parents? We have to do our sincere devotion, heart, and also we will invest ourselves in each frontline or local area. This is the things which our heavenly parent wish and our true parents wish. And next week, 신칠 씨는 유명 missionary will visit to Oceania. That's why this time period is really the special moment. Let's totally pray, support, protect our true mother, and let's go forward to offer the victory to our heavenly parent and true parents. Heaven or spiritual world is working now. True Father is working from the spirit world, and Mother is leading the whole providence from the physical world. So, in order to fulfill heaven's providence, we will go forward. So this time is the 13th, True Father's 13th Sonfa anniversary. So when we remember the life of our true father, how seriously and how uh, deeply did he offer the life for God's providence or heavenly parents' dream, and now true mother is leading the whole providence. So we also are standing the same position to receive, inherit, and fulfill that providence. Still, there are many things to do, but surely there is the way, and Heavenly Parent is waiting and guiding for us. So, in order to offer the victory, let's go forward. So, anyway, thank you, brothers and sisters, for your chanson and investment all the time. Let's do our best. I'd like to share some yesterday photo. So, thank you, our communities, to offer the sincere devotion through chanson prayer. This is from Sydney side. Thank you for your investment. So yesterday really long. the prayer service plus Chonshimon prayer together, right? It was a beautiful gathering yesterday. So it was so much great time. And this is the Palau side and Samoa, Marshall Island. And I believe another country also offered a devotion. And this is a photo from Marshall Island. They also doing some fundraising activity. So car wash action or activities. So selling something also together. So they are waiting the car and wash the car and to support. So you can see this is the Marshall Island community. So thank you for your investment and support. So all nation now is doing providential activities in each place. So let's pray each other and support the providence. Okay, so thank you very much. Today, let's continue to share the word of our true parents. So this word is from Cheonsong-gyeon, the book 7, Earthly Life and the Spirit World, Blessed Families and Eternal Life. So let's study it together. Okay, so Mrs. Rating, please. Mrs.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute.
Yeah,
Blessed families and the spirit world. When you receive the blessing, the way to the kingdom of heaven opens up before you. But even among blessed families, there are people who have carried out fallen acts. So paradise and hell arise in the blessed family spirit world. These realms are within the realm of God's dominion. Just as good angels helped God in his work, since the entire spirit world is supposed to receive the blessing, these blessed spirits, in the position of ancestors, assist those on earth. Henceforth, when the descendants of such ancestors are born on the earth, the ancestors are supposed to guide them to receive the blessing and protect their children of direct lineage. By doing this, along with their descendants, they can cross over to a new world that has nothing to do with Satan.
Thank you. When you receive the blessing, the way to the kingdom of heaven opens up before you. But even among blessed families, there are people who have carried out fallen acts. So paradise and hell arise in the blessed family spirit world. So can you see the things? It is serious things. Due to the fall of Adam and Eve, the fallen history was continued until this time, until three parents, and even now. But because of the three parents emerges and blessing, our blessed family removed the fallen lineage, and we could be returned back to the God's lineage, and we could become the God's son and daughters. But how about after that? Even after receiving blessing, if blessed family committed the foreign act or fall again, then what's happened? Our three parents said the foreign or the hell or paradise or hell or another spiritual world among the blessed family spirit world will be happened. So how serious it is. Adam and Eve's time, maybe they didn't know clearly about the principle, and maybe they didn't know about the fall. But how about our blessed family situation? We knew already what is fall, what is blessing, what is God's heart, sadness, painfulness, but still we repeat the same act in during our earthly lifetime. Then we will give more painful things to God and our heavenly parent heart and going to the way of fall. So, this is the serious, or this is really the disaster things. So we must know how much God suffers and how much our ancestors and the spirit world suffer. Please.
Couples who were blessed on earth will be together, even when they go to the spirit world, which is an eternal world. No matter how many couples and children there are in this fallen world, they are scattered and separated in the spirit world. They are separated, and they do not know where the others have gone. Without a reciprocal connection, they cannot even meet one another. They are all separated in the spirit world according to the state of their spirituality. But as I have told you, if they are united with love at the center through the blessing, the whole family will dwell together in the spirit world.
Thank you. So how to give the influence to the people and whether receiving blessing or not. So we could see depends on our blessing status, our place to live in the spiritual world will be are different. So if the person who didn't receive blessing to go to the spiritual world, then that person will live individually according to the result of our earthly life, and they cannot meet each other. But if they receive the blessing, they will go the same place as the family and live together. So today we are doing also the Chombo great works. There is ancestor liberation and ancestor blessing. When we study about these contents, we could also understand why we will liberate our ancestor and why we will give the ancestor blessing. Until now, even our ancestors are fallen status. So when they go to the spiritual world, they will stay separately, even their husband and wife, more than 1,000 years, 10,000 years, even 100,000 years. But when they receive the liberation, receive the blessing, then after separation of few 100,000 years, first time they could meet each other and they could receive blessing and they really can stay together as a couple. So during the ancestor liberation and blessing time is the most happiest and precious time, they said. So we could understand ancestor liberation, ancestor blessing. And while we are living on this earth, we also have to receive blessing and we have to share this blessing to our brothers and sisters, family, tribe, community, nation, and world. Please.
When you go to the spirit world, no one tells you to go to hell. You go there on your own. You go to the place that matches your own level. Even in the case of Unification Church members, though the goal is to go to the same realm where you come to dwell will depend on your spiritual state. Then in what ways are blessed families different? The members of a blessed family cannot be separated from each other, no matter how hard they try.
Thank you. When you go to the spirit world, no one tells you to go to hell. You go there on your own. So depends on your result of your life or state of our spiritual situation. The place where you will go will be different and decided. Please.
When you pass to the spirit world, if the wife failed to fulfill her responsibility, the husband must take joint responsibility and resolve this. Whether the wife has done wrong or the husband has done wrong, or whether it is the sons and daughters who have done wrong, they are all involved. Since the kingdom of heaven is a place where the family must enter together, the family must be united. If a member of that family has done wrong, the whole family must wait until the wrongdoing of that family member can be resolved and atoned for. That is why, one way or another, Each family member needs to reach perfection on this earth before passing into the spirit world.
Yes, so this is an important paragraph. So I will read again. Please read carefully. When you pass to the spirit world, if the wife failed to fulfill her responsibility, the husband must take joint responsibility and resolve this. Whether the wife has done wrong or the husband has done wrong, or whether it is the sons and daughters who have done wrong, they are all involved. Since the kingdom of heaven is a place where the family must enter together, the family must be united. If a member of that family has done wrong, the whole family must wait until the wrongdoing of that family member can be resolved and atoned for. That is why, one way or another, each family member needs to reach perfection on this earth before passing into the spirit world. So we know, study about the spirit world. Family should be entering the spiritual world together. So this is not only the good way, even difficult way or challenging way, this is also the same manner. How to take responsibility for each person's responsibility. This is also the crucial word. So when family go to the spirit world, each person will take responsibility together. Even doing good or even doing wrong, this responsibility is coming together. Please.
When you go to the spirit world, you have to live in protective confinement. You have to wait for thousands of years. Even in the case of those who are blessed, do you think your sons and daughters will not ask, "Mom, why did you make me this way? Why did you drag me here?" Do you think your sons and daughters will just stay quiet? Your families are at different levels, so you will go to the place that is appropriate to your level and stay there for a long time. Then your ancestors and your sons and daughters will accuse you, saying, "Look at the problems you've caused. Why couldn't you do better?" You will have to stay there for as long as those accusations last.
Yes, thank you. So this is also same things. Whether you receive blessing or not, there is responsibility and you have to fulfill. We have to fulfill the responsibility. And this life will be connected, or life is giving the influence to our ancestor or even to our descendants. So we should understand clearly about this point. If we are doing good job during our lifetime, then our ancestor will be appreciated, and our next generation, children, grandchildren, next generation will be appreciated. But if we committed problem or we do the wrong things, then what's happened? Our ancestor and our the descendants will receive the negative influence, and they are the one who accuse us. So this is also the law or principle in the spirit world. So even just because it is invisible, if someone violates the law of heaven and cause the problem, the spiritual world will not overlook it. So even nobody is looking at you, looking at us, but have to be careful this part clearly, because spiritual world know those things clearly. Please.
Unless you advance step by step along the path I have taken to the realm that is liberated and free, and report on my behalf, you will be caught. Otherwise, you will not be able to enter the kingdom of heaven. Groups of Cain type and Abel type people who fight at the gates cannot enter the good spirit world. Heaven will restrict them. That is why, even if members of the Unification Church have received the blessing, if they fail to enter the gates of the kingdom of heaven because of their wrongdoing, a paradise and even a hell for blessed families will be created in the spirit world.
Thank you. How we live on this earth determines the life we will have in the spiritual world. So, Tripan said, heaven will restrict them. That is why, even if members of the Unification Church have received the blessing, if they fail to enter the gates of the kingdom of heaven because of their wrongdoing, a paradise and even a hell for blessed families will be created in the spirit world. So we can see even the life of spirit world will be limited according to or depends on our life on this earth. Please.
If you go to the spirit world after 10 years or 100 years and you say, Heavenly Father, I have come here. Since I know true parents, I will go to where they are. Do you think you can actually go there? If you are not connected to the missions of the tribal Messiah, the national Messiah, the global and the cosmic Messiah, you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven and live freely. What a fearful and serious position this is. When you think about the present situation, how could you possibly deny and ignore that?
Yes. So even after going to the spirit world, you will be held accountable for whether or not you fulfilled your responsibilities on this earth. So from now on, or even from now on, we have to think this seriously and we have to face the current environment or situation itself. Please.
If you live as you please after receiving the blessing, you are out. You only have a document. You do not have the substance. The kingdom of heaven is the substantial world. So when you enter the spirit world, it will not be enough if you only have a certificate without the substance. The same is true for me. Even if I am the Lord of the second advent, without the substantial realm of the spirit world, I cannot assert the substantial realm on earth. That is why the spirit world needs to be liberated.
Thank you. If you live as you please after receiving the blessing, you are out. You only have a document, you do not have the substance. The kingdom of heaven is a substantial world. So when you enter the spirit world, it will not be enough if you only have a certificate without the substance. So we can see we need the substance. So how much do we love people substantially? How much do we effort or overcome substantially? Or how we could remain the substantial result? It will be asked. This is important. Please.
Every day you must know the reality of the spirit world, which is the subject world. In our daily lives, while we are eating or teaching our children, it is regretful that we do not know the reality of the spirit world. This is more important than the record of the lives of our ancestors or the traditions of our nation. We live together with true parents, the parents of heaven and earth, knowing their actual circumstances. We know the heavenly world and the earthly world. It is the responsibility of each of our families to eliminate everything that blocks us from attaining the ideal standard, no matter what sacrifices we have to make. You have not yet become liberated central families. You are in a position where you need to go beyond your nation and your world. If you fail to do so, you will have to stay at your current level in the spirit world.
Yes. Every day you must know the reality of the spirit world, which is the subject world, in our daily lives. While we are eating or teaching our children, it is regretful that we did not know the reality of the spirit world. This is more important than the record of the lives of our ancestors or the traditions of our nation. So knowing spirit world is seriously important. Knowing the meaning of the earthly life. So each single moment, the meaning of the each single moment of our life on this earth is really, really big and greater. So as the family, we have to fulfill the things. Please.
The paradise and hell that came about because of Satan's lineage will be wiped out all at once. Then, based on the best ideal blessed families who are closest to God, the kingdom of heaven of the highest class will be formed. Underneath that, the paradise for blessed families will form. Furthermore, just as there is the middle spirit world for Buddhism or Confucianism, a middle spirit world for blessed families will be created. In fact, many classes will be created. Next, there will be a prison for blessed families. But this prison will not be a prison of hell within Satan's realm. Until now, things have happened in such a way that descendants saved their ancestors. Now that the principled first son's position has been established and there is no indemnity to be paid, the elder brothers or parents who have sons and daughters or relatives in hell or anyone they know in the lower places can go and help them whenever they wish to. They can lay down a bridge. Thus, such people can be restored quickly.
Yes, thank you. So this is the differences between blessed family and non-blessed family. By receiving blessing, the blessed family could cut the relationship with Satan by lineage, and there is the qualification to go to the kingdom of heaven in heaven. But if the blessed family who received the blessing could not fulfill the responsibility or made some foreign action or foreign result, then what's happened? Those hell or new hell will be created. So how tragic it would be if hell or prisons were to form or created even among blessed families. So we should see those situation of the spirit world. So this is the final slide today, please.
The kingdom of heaven is originally a place for families to enter. Have blessed families reached the highest position in the spirit world? Even in the case of blessed families, if they cannot surmount the realm of the 8 stages within the fallen realm, they have to stay where they are. This is why, even though all blessed families have been liberated, the kingdom of heaven for families, paradise for families, middle spirit world for families, and hell for families have all come about. However, though this earth is under Satan's dominion, it is not eternal, and your ancestors who have gone before you are tugging on your legs to drag you forward. They are pulling you up. That is why restoration can be much quicker. At present, we are teaching people to once again live the religious way of life.
Thank you. So when we see our current society, still there are many kind of the foreign nature or foreign status or even the result of the human fall. That's why, first of all, the important thing is to receive the blessing and to return back to the God's lineage to become God's son and daughters. But after that, there is also responsibility as the blessed families. So we have to go beyond the 8 stages. So how to overcome, how to go to step by step. That is important. So anyway, first of all, most important things is whether you are blessed family or not. You receive the blessing or not. This is the first step, and this is the fundamental point throughout our human history. So there are many things, even for us, whether receive blessing or not, but continuously, not only for ourselves, but for our Heavenly Parent, our God, our true parents, we continuously go forward, whether we are perfected or not. And we try to liberate our heart of our Heavenly Parent, console, comfort our Heavenly Parent and true parents, and we will really return the happiness to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. So each day we are living in the historical moment or time period, and even now, through mother or Korea situation is not simple environment, but surely after there are bigger trial, difficulty, then bigger blessing is coming. So we will continuously go forward with unchanging heart and support and stand as heavenly parent, son, and daughters. So today already Saturday, and next week is the important time. Let's prepare ourselves and let's welcome our 신출신의 human missionary to Oceania and each nations. So once again, thank you for joining today's morning Hondoke. Have a great time. 감사합니다.
Thank you very much, Rev Yutaka, for sharing with us. And yes, and for us to always remember, we have to fulfill our responsibilities substantially. And the thing that stood out here for me, there's a few things, but stood out the fact that we have to carry out our responsibility and need to carry it out substantially in the spiritual realm and the physical realm. It has to be real, not just have some sort of condition or some sort of beginning without really completing our responsibility. We know that we go to spirit world according to our state. And Father is explaining here that even blessed families will go together as a family. Not being blessed, when we enter spirit world, then we all separate, and it's probably no accident that the wedding vows often have in Christianity that death do us part, acknowledging that once spirit world begins, we're on our separate ways. But that's not meant to be. We're meant to be blessed and meant to go together as a family and be there as a family. So it makes me think we'll be there as a family, and in even blessed families that carry out fallen acts. So we end up creating a paradise and a hell for families. At the moment, the majority of the spirit world is divided into, you could say fundamentally three places. You've got hell, paradise, and heaven, but everyone's separate. They're all individuals. They're all by themselves and having no relationship, even though they've loved, but the love has always been not full, not substantial. But so the interesting thing is everyone's who's blessed, they will go as a family. So I sort of curious how the collective love of the family places it in its position, or is it just the parents of the family that place it in their position? I mean, I acknowledge and accept that we'll go there as a family, is it like the lowest person, or the most fallen person in the family determines where the person goes, or where the family ends up? Or is it the people who are the most righteous? Does that, cause the position of the family? Sort of, because and how big is the family? Uh, how many relatives are connected? Obviously everyone of the family are blessed, and obviously the blessed family, the parents have children, so those children are automatically blessed, but they all determine their state. So anyway, I'm wondering how the collective nature of the members of the family end up causing the place where we go. Ideally, we're meant to go to the kingdom of heaven, together as part of God's family. But because we haven't, still in the process of fulfilling our responsibility, that we're all in different places. So I see that interesting, how the family is now going to a particular level, but we have to uh, make it substantial. So it means that love is real, and the more we love in the family, then the more our spiritual part is created. Uh, so one way I'm encouraged that the family will stay together, but at the same time recognizing that responsibility has to be fulfilled, substantially, spiritually, and physically. Uh, uh, so anyway, so I was just thinking about how that works, and accountability, because that's a consequence of the responsibility that's left not fulfilled correctly, and accountability is just as much real uh, on the physical world as it is in the spiritual world. We're all accountable, and if we don't do it correctly, then there's consequences, and those consequences uh, uh, have to be, yeah, fulfilled, or have to be, I don't know if the word's indemnified, but has to be accepted and carried out. Uh, anyway, so it sort of made me think, that the family stays together, and I was just wondering how, the components of the family end up where we are, in what particular level. Ideally, if we really carry out our responsibility as blessed families, then we're really part of God's family, and then we're in the God's kingdom of heaven. But because we can still carry out fallen acts, then we create a whole new level of heaven and hell and paradise, but with families. So anyway, that was something that my mind is sort of thinking about, and how does that work? Yeah. Anyway, so thank you, and open it up to anyone else that'd like to share. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, there's something perhaps. It is a very vast subject because there's all different kind of sin, and according to those, would be like either the crime, hurting people, and this kind of thing. There's some which is sexual problems, and so on. But what Father says that if you are blessed, you go to the spirit world, then you go a different level, but it's not hell like the hell is. The hell also in the blessed family, but it's not the same hell as non-blessed family. So in that hell, in different levels, those are higher in the family, for example, they pull their children back up. So they have the possibility, they have the freedom to do that, which is quite amazing. But I think it happened also previously as well, before the blessing. I think my ancestors are working to help us to go to the blessing, basically. As well. But they are that pulling up and pulling up to a high level. The Buddhism also they talk about it as well. So I thought to talk about Buddhist sphere as well, different Confucian sphere and all kind of sphere as well. So it depends on our faith. Our faith is very important. What level of faith we have, at the same time accomplishment and purity and so on, and commitments and responsibilities. So there's a lot of factors involved in that. It's very hard to explain just in one session. It's so many things, but you have to study it, try to learn about it from different sources. Because there's many people who have been in the spirit world and will come back and give us an idea what's happening there. And our movement, also outside our movement, and to try to combine both together. Of course, to fathers, the era of the blessed family, the blessing is quite different from all the other philosophers or spiritualists we had in the past, because they don't include that, they don't have that, because their time was not to receive that knowledge. So that the era of the blessing is very different. So that's what you really have to hang on to and to appreciate that. That wherever we go in the spirit world, we can help each other in a different way. Same principle, but a different level, a different sphere in the spirit world. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Genevieve. Yeah. Anything? Still have a little bit of time. Just a reflection on the special prayer we had before the regular. Well, actually, was the great works really, the Chongsim One prayer and the great works together, and then the special 2 hour prayer beforehand, really to unite together for a new beginning, because so many things happening, and you may have seen the the official announcement that Rev Yutaka put on the Australian announcements that we have here, that about other nations are really helping us to clarify so many false rumours and that's really part of the process of being accountable ourselves. So really clarifying and really showing that what the media is saying is not true, and that we really need to protect our mother, and that mother's health is, needs to be uh, uh, supported through our prayers, and mother is really suffering with everything that's happening. And so this gives us an opportunity to be a family by having that special prayer, and it was actually very beautiful to see all of us praying together to really bring about substantially. I mean, everything that we do together while our true mother is alive in this golden age uh, uh, becomes substantial by how much we truly invest ourselves. And I felt the power of prayer working amongst us in the peace embassy. It's and I really appreciated that this is a new beginning with a new open organisation that really determined to protect heaven and protect our Holy Mother Hun. So it was, I think, we all experienced this sense of let's support Mother uh, to our best. Yeah. I just thinking it was a great opportunity for us all together. Okay, so thank you. It is now time for us to offer our unison prayers. I'll just bring up the screen. There it is. Right. So let's pray together. Thank you. Jew, Jew. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Reverend Yutaka, for sharing, and I hope everyone has a great day and see you all again tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good
Bye.
day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.